everyone. Welcome back to Teacher with Wings. The SNAP results are finally out, and I'm sure all of you are having different emotions at this point of time. There is a lot of question and speculation whether the answer or the score that you have got is worth the college that you're eyeing upon or not. And I'm sure there are going to be so many prediction videos out there. I want to now talk about something a little different than just the numbers. So, even though it is going to be a little difficult for you to understand that at this point of time, you need to be a little calm down and patient. Let's just try it this way, right? अभी देखो रिजल्ट आ गया, एग्जाम दे दिया आपने. आई एम श्योर बहुत लोग का अच्छा आया होगा. That's okay. I mean, if you have scored amazingly, there is absolutely no need to panic at all. But there is a margin wherein students are a little confused that I am somewhere close to the old year cutoffs. Would I be able to make it to Sims? Is that score enough? What if I don't get the call? And so many things. So this is going to be a little hard for me to do, but let's do it, right? Just in case you're coming on my channel for the first time, hi, my name is Anuradha. I'm a student of MBA HR. I'm doing it from Symbiosis Institute of Management Studies, Pune. And this is my platform where I'm trying to spread a little bit of information regarding my entire MBA journey. And right now I'm making a series of videos that talks about all the different things that you need to take into account when your snaps are done and you're going to sit down for your GE PIVAT process, right? So this is not one of the GE PIVAT process video, but this is something which I'm making exclusively without really planning it out, an impromptu video regarding the snap results. So if you're someone who has scored amazingly, stay tuned. If you're someone who is a little doubtful, stay tuned. If you're someone who thinks that बहुत ही कम हो गया है, what you should do, maybe you can just watch the video and I may be able to help you or answer something to you, right? To be very honest, everyone goes through this emotion. It doesn't really matter which competitive exam it is, because to be very honest, the moment an exam is given, there are people, people from different coaching centers and different educational places wherein they also sit in the exam and they give the exam to get an idea about what exactly is the score, right? So I'm not saying that the percentage of the people who are giving the paper just to gauge the idea of the paper is very high, but let's say it is somewhere around 5,000-7,000 in the entire country. I mean, I'm just giving an imaginary number, right? So these 5,000-7,000 people who are just giving the exam just to understand so that they can, replicate the same model in their own tuition classes or coaching classes and make their classes more beneficial, apparently they are the ones who are not going to take the admission at all, right? अब इससे फ़र्क क्यों पड़ना चाहिए? फ़र्क इसलिए पड़ना चाहिए क्योंकि इन लोगों की वजह से जो स्कोर होता है वो काफ़ी हाई जाता है. Now I'll give you an example. If I am someone who's been giving all the CAT exams, all the SNAP exams, all of these exams for like a good 5, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, and I have a coaching institute which I have, established, then obviously I'll have a much better preparation, I'll have a much better reach as compared to a normal aspirant who has just prepared for probably like 6 months or maybe a year, right? So if I'm giving in the paper, there's a high possibility that I'll be getting a score or the percentile somewhere close to like 90%, 99%, something like that. Now, since it's a percentile system, the percentile totally depends on the range of the highest scorer and the lowest scorer. It has got nothing to do with how much do you score in a certain paper. Like I'll give you an example. अगर 60 marks का paper है और अगर highest भी अगर 30 गया तो वो 30 ही 100 percentile में convert हो जाता है, right? So understand this mathematics first of all. तो इतने emotions में अगर आपको लग रहा है कि मेरा बहुत ही कम चला गया या मेरे को अब तो call ही नहीं आएगा कहीं से, ये नहीं होगा, वो नहीं होगा, understand this, that the numbers they do go for a toss because of all these excluded number of people, because they're just giving the paper for the sake of giving it. Apparently they are the ones who are not going to take the admission, right? तो cut off तो थोड़ा सा ऊपर जाता ही है. At the same point of time, what should you do if you think that you have scored absolutely below the score whatever has been put out in the public domain, right? So let me just tell you, there are certain extreme cases in every college, irrespective of the fact that कौन कहाँ है कौन कहाँ नहीं है, या कौन कितना स्कोर करता है कौन कितना स्कोर नहीं करता है. आपको अगर मेरी बात पे विश्वास नहीं हो रहा है, गो चेक ऑन यूट्यूब इटसेल्फ. IIM अहमदाबाद में जनरली जो कट ऑफ जाता है वो 99 परसेंटाइल के आसपास जाता है कैट में. बट इवन देन ऑल्सो यू वुड फाइंड पीपल गेटिंग एन एडमिशन इन IIMs एट 90 परसेंटाइल, 92 percentile, and even there was a girl whose video was out and she got admission at 89 percentile, right? Now apparently if the girl would have just looked at her result and thought that ये तो मेरे 99 से 10 percentile नीचे है, that means मेरा तो कोई चांस ही नहीं बनता है एडमिशन का, तो maybe she would have literally given up and she might have not made it. But she made it because she was on point when it comes to the interview. I'll tell you something, मेरा CAT का score was very poor, literally poor, right? But still, I got a call from IMT Ghaziabad alongside IMT Nagpur and Hyderabad. नागपुर और हैदराबाद से अगर कॉल आता है तो ये कोई बहुत बड़ी तोड़ चीज़ नहीं है, लेट्स बी ऑनेस्ट, ये कोई बहुत बड़ी तोड़ चीज़ नहीं है, आ जाता है. बट अगर गाजियाबाद से आ रहा है देन दैट इज़ अ बिग थिंग. वाई सो? बिकॉज द रेंज इन विच दे गिव द कॉल्स आर मच हायर देन द नंबर ऑफ एडमिशन दे आर गोइंग टू एक्चुअली फिक्स एट द एंड, राइट? तो अगर आपको लग रहा है कि मेरा 40 परसेंटाइल आ गया है, मेरा 50 आया है, मेरा 60 आया है, मेरा 65 आया है और मेरे तो एकदम चांसेस ही नहीं है, डूड काम डाउन. And there's a reason why I'm saying this. It's because if the upper benchmark of the cutoff for our college goes to like suppose say 80 percentile or something, or probably like 85 percentile or 90 percentile or something, then there will be a lower percentile as well. और percentiles में 5 से 10 percentile ऊपर नीचे का range हमेशा रहता है, क्योंकि first thing first, the number of calls that are rolled out are almost 3 times the number of admissions that they are going to take, right? That's number one. So number two, in every slot of the interview, you would find that around 100 people would be sitting in a day for the interview. They will be further bifurcated into different groups, right? So all of those 100% people would not be vouching on just one college. They would have kept a few other colleges in their mind as well, right? एक single college के भरोसे generally आज की डेट में कोई भी नहीं बैठता है, right? So they would have applied in some other colleges as well. So it will be on their discretion that which college according to them is the most important one for them to finally make the decision, right? So अगर भी number of calls थोड़े से ज़्यादा होते हैं, पहले तो थोड़ा ज़्यादा होता है, उसमें से हर कोई क्वालिफाई नहीं करता है. सेकेंड थिंग इज जो लोग क्वालिफाई करते हैं उसमें भी लोग बहुत सारे होते हैं जो कि अलग अलग कॉलेजेस को अपने ऑप्शन में भी रखे होते हैं, एंड देन दे हैव टू फर्दर मेक अ चॉइस दैट वेदर दे वांट टू गो फॉर अ पर्टिकुलर कॉलेज और नॉट. And then the third category in the same lieu would be once somebody gets an admission, it's not that कि अगर मेरे पास 300 सीट है तो मैंने 300 लोगों को ही एडमिशन के लिए वो भेजा है ऑफर. No, that too is a little higher than that. Reason being, not all the students fill the form, and that is the reason why there are some people who also get a waiting list in the process, right? अब देखो, आज मैं ये जो भी बातें बोल रही हूँ ना, ये थोड़ी सी डिफिकल्ट टू डाइजेस्ट या फिर थोड़ी सी डिफिकल्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड होगी, but to be very honest, that's how the process works. Do not judge at this point of time whether you would be getting a call or not, whether you will be getting the admission or not, whether this is going to happen, whether that. Please stop doing that, because कितना भी सोच लो उसका कोई फायदा नहीं होने वाला है. दैट्स वन थिंग. सेकेंड थिंग, आप किसी को भी कितना भी पूछ लो कि यार मेरे इतने परसेंटाइल आए, मेरे को मिलेगा क्या एडमिशन, मेरे इतने आए, मुझे मिलेगा क्या, nobody can answer you that. Reason is nobody knows how the exact process goes around. To be very honest, I mean, I also sat in the exam just once, right? Even if you ask me, शायद से it will be a little difficult for me to say कि नहीं यार नहीं होगा. Maybe deep inside I know शायद ना हो पाए एक certain percentile पे. So you can't really do much about it. So let's just settle all the facts at one place and decide that what do we need to do here on. परसेंटाइल अभी कितना भी आ गया है, कुछ भी आ गया है, forget it. That's one thing. So that is only the 50% of the entire admission criteria. You still have the GPIVAT process to look into. Do not forget that you still have 50% chances to convert your offer into a final admission, right? So instead of being taken aback, instead of being so deeply demotivated, take my advice. अगर आप लोग मेरे साथ में इतनी लंबी जर्नी में रहे हो एंड इफ यू हैव फाउंड माई कॉन्टेंट वर्थ इनफ टू बी कनेक्टेड, देन टेक माई एडवाइस, प्लीज just give it a little more time. Just wait for a while, right? Let the calls start going out, and calls भी बहुत जल्दी ही जाने लगते, like within the next 7 days or 10 days you'll start getting the calls out, right? तो इतनी जल्दी पैनिक मत करो, जो हो गया वो हो गया. If you get a call, make sure that you are bang on in the interview process so that you get to know, you get to confirm your place, right? In the next G pivot preparation video, which is going to be my video number 3 in the series of 5, I'll talk about some of the major topics which you can read, which might surely help you, which might help you in the preparation process, right? Might or surely तो अभी एक साथ नहीं बोल सकते, but which might help you in the process for sure, right? So don't worry, it's okay. What had to happen has already happened. अभी नेक्स्ट क्या कर सकते हो उसके बारे में सोचते हैं. और इतनी जल्दी ना अपना कॉन्फिडेंस दूसरे के हाथ में मत दे दो कि सामने वाले ने कह दिया भाई तेरा हो जाएगा तो भाई बहुत खुश है, और सामने वाले ने कह दिया कि भाई तेरा नहीं होगा तो भाई बहुत दुखी हो गया. अभी भी 50% of the battle is in your hand. You are still the king, right? What are you doing? Relax. थोड़ा सा रिलैक्स करो, थोड़ी ज़्यादा प्रेपरेशन करो, so that now if you get a call, you'll be able to convert. And अगर नहीं भी होता है, it's okay. Most of the people who are engaged with me through my Snap journey are in their early 20s. If you really think that this wasn't the score you thought you could get, maybe you can take a gap. Maybe you can take admission in some other Snap colleges, Symbiosis colleges. There are always options available. The only thing which you should not be doing right now is don't take a lot of pressure on you because somebody got admission somewhere. तो मैं बहुत stress में आ गया, मेरा ये कैसे होगा, मेरा वो कैसे होगा. अरे सब अच्छे से हो जाएगा. So relax. Next video, I'm going to talk about some of the things, some of the major topics on which you can study in more details so that you have an idea that how you can outperform in your G pivot process. For now, all those who got an amazing score, congratulations. I'm so sorry, मैं celebration को बहुत छोटे से portion में रख रही हूँ because मैंने ये बहुत बार देखा है कि जब आप अपने lowest point पे होते हैं ना, that is the point where people forget you. But when you are at your highest, the whole world wants to talk about you. So any which ways, अगर आपका score इतना amazing आया है, तो I'm sure you would be getting 1,000 congratulations in a day. You don't really need one from my side. But yes, if you're someone who's in a little confused state or who has already thought कि भाई अब तो नहीं होगा, this video was for you. Relax, it's going to happen. 50% of the battle is still in your hand. I'll see you very soon. Until then, take great care of yourself. And हाँ, content अच्छा लग रहा है, like, share, subscribe कर दिया करो यार. That makes me happy. Bye bye.